right, time to get into Impact. Cold open number 1. Crazy 5-finger death punch cold open here.
This is awesome. Just walk away. So Jarrett and Foley both fucked up Bischoff here.
Yes,
Jarrett hit
did.
Bischoff with a guitar, and Foley shaved Bischoff's head bald. And Bischoff is pissed, so he says, you two are going to face each other, and whoever loses is fired, and the winner is going to be my bitch.
Dude, so Bischoff shaves his head for Foley, who is leaving the company?
He's out of here.
Okay.
And he tried to take out Bubba the Love Sponge on his way out.
Yeah, I wish it was succeeded.
This whole angle was crazy, though, because it was like a big power struggle, right? With Jarrett being the old owner and Foley being the commissioner.
Right.
Well, at first, Tony, they weren't going to do that. They were just going to say Jeff Jarrett is a bitch and a loser.
Well, they do after this
and this
angle,
company
right?
sucks.
Yeah. I feel like when they first came in, Tony, you're like, well, fuck you, cheer for Jeff Jarrett. He's a bum. Look at this guy. V for Vigilante is this episode's name.
Yes. Why?
Huh? Why?
Because he's here.
Who? Who's here?
We are Black Machismo's here.
Oh,
Dig it.
yeah.
Cold open number 2 is here. Jeff Jarrett is talking to Hogan in his office. This is earlier in the day before
Oh, yeah, dude.
Hogan goes to New York.
Yeah, Jarrett says, you don't got to apologize. You know, this was Eric. He understands that.
You do have to
Bischoff and-
apologize. You called me a bum when you first came in here, man.
Nah,
Say
that's fine. I don't
sorry
mind
to
that.
me now.
That's okay. It's no big
Or
deal.
I
Don't
will
worry,
go to
dude.
Japan and I will fucking hit you with a guitar and make you bleed.
Don't worry, dude. I forgot all about that, brother.
No, I didn't.
Hogan says, I got to go to New York, dude. I got big business for TNA. What does the big business end up being? Is there big business that comes out of this? I don't remember a
No,
New
there's
York
no big
TNA
business.
thing in
Did they
2010.
did they run a show in New York, maybe?
Not in 2010, right? I remember the big taping later on, which was awesome, by the way, and they put Dixie through a table. Well, Hogan does apologize for Eric here. He says, Eric's so passionate, brother. His business and personal get real mixed up sometimes, and that's why we make a good team, dude. And when I saw you handle Eric, brother, and how you were a pro, I got a great amount of respect for you, dude. The new start should be tonight with you, and if you go in that ring and kick AJ Styles' butt, you will be number 1 contender after lockdown. And Jared says, word? I got you, bro. He says, I got you, bro.
Proving ground match.
Yeah. AJ and Jarrett's a pretty fucking big match, too, at least for TNA fans.
That's like a pay-per-view quality
Yeah.
pay-per-view match, right? Yeah.
Jarrett runs into Black Machismo, who is at the door coming in to talk to Hogan about tonight.
I guess I knew that everyone like sold it, but Hogan saying it was macho.
Yeah, I thought the way
Tremendous.
that they presented him here was very well done. I actually
it's
liked
good.
it a lot. Sadly, they decide to not do this so much anymore and then end up firing him before he's 30 and then also Petey Williams, and I will fucking never forget that shit ever.
Black Machismo says word travels fast, so you're not gonna be here for the show. Well, I got an idea. I was thinking, oh yeah. How about I pull one in for you? One half of the Mega Powers filling in for the other half. And Hogan says, well, Mach, it feels right, brother. He says, if you need to do the whirly twirly or the elbow drop, brother, I can't think of anybody I'd rather have take my place than the Madness himself. So how about a Mega Power handshake to seal the deal, brother? And then they do the Mega Powers handshake.
Yeah, they do the fucking gimmick handshake with the. I was like, so awesome. So tonight we have Tara versus Daffney.
Daffney versus Tara is also the first ever Knockouts title first blood match.
I hope there's a lot of blood in that one. The first fucking person that appears on this show in this arena is Bubba the Love Sponge.
No.
Dude, the fucking Wolfpack theme hits, and I'm like, oh, here comes the fucking band, okay. And then fucking Bubba the Love Sponge in big ass black jacket, black glasses, black undershirt, black pants.
I know it's hot in there, man.
Hell yeah,
I
man.
know
He's in
it's hot.
And then Six Pac, Nash, and Hall are all in Bubba Army shirts. I'm like, God,
you guys, fuck
God
all of you.
damn it.
Fuck you.
Obviously, everyone in the Impact Zone has heard about the Awesome Kong shit at this point. Huge
Yes.
fire Bubba chants are in this arena.
Like
going up
immediately
crazy.
when they see him, fire, Bubba.
Oh, and Bubba has like a Band-Aid on his nose from Foley fucking nailing him, I guess.
It almost looks like a cartoon, like Band-Aid, but
He looks like a bitch, Tony.
Yeah, he does.
So
Dude, he
it's
is a bitch. He doesn't just look like one. He's the biggest bitch I've ever seen.
in the whole wide world.
So it's the band Bubba Army Town Hall up here
Fuck
first.
you
on the
for
show.
saying Bubba Army.
It's
Go
the
to
band
hell.
Bubba Army, all right? Now, too sweet me to that, brother. Bubba, the love fucking sponge, starts his promo with his back turned to the hard cam. And as he's saying this, bro,
No,
dude, Tony, Bubba,
I hate this so much.
Dude, Tony, it hurt my feelings too. Bubba the Love Sponge had his back turned to the hard cam, and he's calling the people and the wrestlers and the fans marks as his
pathetic sheep marks is what he said.
Dude,
as
before he
his
says that,
back
he
is
says-
turned.
He says,
Yeah.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you. After saying fire Bubba. Fuck.
By the way, when they all came out together, I couldn't believe how quiet the crowd was. Like, you got Hall, Nash, and Six Pack here, and it's like dead silent because they see Bubba the fucking Love Sponge.
It
first.
gets even quieter somehow later on in the Popes match. I don't know how. It got like record.
Yeah, it's so weird.
quiet in the arena. We'll talk about that later. But Bubba the Love Sponge is out here calling the fans marks with his back to the
Yes.
camera. Scott Hall taps him on the shoulder and says, "Hey, face hard cam." And so he
Does
turns.
he not even
He
see
does.
that?
He taps on the shoulder and says,
Jesus.
"Face the hard cam." He turns around. He looks at the hard cam. So as I was saying, marks. Bro, come on. Get this guy
I've
out
been
of
on-
here.
Come on, you want to be me? National radio show, work for Howard Stern part time. Why would you say that?
Part-time
Like,
employee
why would you say
of
that?
Howard Stern.
He also says,
I'm the whack pack.
he says less the physical attributes. You want to be me.
National radio, less the physical attributes. National radio show.
Bubba says there's this little sawed-off bulldog sumbitch in the back.
He did not
Vince
want to
Young-
say bulldog.
No, he did not.
Yeah.
Vince Young, Eric Evans. I heard Mr. Nash would like a word or five about this bulldog of a man. He won't stop doing the bulldog thing. Nash gets the mic, and Nash is very sleepy. Nash is
All
very very sleepy here.
So is everybody else.
And Nash, he has a good week from
Good
taking
week,
this week.
brother.
Nash says, first off, his name's Eric Young. It's immediately
Thank you.
jabroni.
Yeah, how
Thank
about
you.
you
Put some
shut
respect on his
how
name.
about you shut the fuck up,
His name's
Bubba?
Eric Young, and I like him a
That's my
lot,
friend.
actually. So these guys wanted to come out and gloat, and I wasn't cool with that because Eric Young and I have become friends. And Eric, I know you're in the back, and I'd like you to come out, and I'd like to offer you an apology from Big Sexy. He says from Big Sexy.
From Big Sexy.
So Eric Young comes out, and he's in a TNA lockdown shirt, and Nash says, Eric, you know, I know what we did to you was wrong. You trusted me, but, you know, you and I are friends, but what I did was business and not personal. And I talked to my buddies, and we decided if anyone's going to join the band, definitely you. So Eric Young offered to join the band from Sleepy Kevin Nash. I don't know. He might not have been all there. He might have been a little inebriated or so. He said, what do you say? We throw one up, and he do the Wolfpack sign, and you join us, you join the band, and he does the Wolfpack fingers, and Eric Young does it, and he looks down at his hand, and he's going to give him Wolfpack fingers, but the crowd's chanting, don't sell out! And then Eric Young throws a punch, and he's fucking starting to fuck up all the members of the band. He hits Nash and Hall on 6. And he turns around and big goozles Bubba the Love Sponge in his big jacket.
He went for the cheap pop because that's the easiest way right here.
Yeah, he fucking shoves him in the corner, and then they all fucking start jumping him. And Nash says, "Big mistake, big mistake,"
He
and
does yell it. So
that sets up X-Pac to hit him with a devastating shotgun leg drop to put him down.
Nash gives EY a punch with the mic in his other hand. And he goes,
What do you think about that, huh? What do you think about that?
You had a chance. You had a chance.
he straight moans with the mic. This is so crazy. This man's off one right now. This is nice.
Well, finally, RVD and Jeff Hardy run to the ring. I don't know if you call it running, but they get to the ring.
Jeff Hardy has a thong on his head.
Dude,
is anyone
what
watching?
is
Is anyone
that?
see this? Has anyone seen this? Has anyone heard about
He's
this?
got underwear on his
He took the
fucking
arm
head.
sleeve and put it on his head.
Oh, is that what it is? I thought it was
That's what it looks
ripped
like.
underwears.
when is Victory Road 2010?
It's
Later
gotta
in the
be
year.
soon.
It
It's
feels.
gotta-
I don't know. I feel like it's later. It's a little later.
Let's see. Victor
Like
Road
August
2010.
or September.
July.
Because it's July.
All right. Yeah. I hear you. So Hardy. Yeah. You can just look at him here. I mean.
Is 2010 where it happens, or is it 2011?
Oh, is it 2011?
Jeff says, "Yo, guys, we're ready to do this 6-man match right now."
Dude, this is so
really
sleepy.
sleepy.
He's
There's
worse
the
than
match right here.
He's
They can do
worse
the
than
match right here.
Nash, man. No, he's worse than Nash with the
No, it
speech
was
slurring.
probably just some jet lag, boys. That's probably all it was.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, just a little bit of jet lag.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Jeff
Hulk
says,
ride fucked them
you know,
up.
since you guys think you're the main event, then we'll make it the main event tonight.
It already was the main event. It already was.
Okay. So Jeff said we're ready to do this now. And
Just do the match now then.
No, we're gonna make it the main event.
It already was the main event.
Well, in honor of lockdown, it's gonna be a steel cage match. Come on with it.
Why do they get to make it a steel cage match?
Dude, not AJ, but RVD.
Yeah.
RVD, like, tapped him on the shoulders, you cage match. He's in honor of lockdown. Yeah.
Rest in peace. Lockdown.
Dude, not only does he just randomly say, come on with it. He grabs the mic and modest to the top.
Modest to the top.
From Jeff Hardy, it's later tonight on it.
Come on, Jeff. You know the words.
At the top.
At the top.
Karaoke.
Dude, he gets on the top of modest, past the top.
Dude, it's showing the band on the ramp. Modest to the top. Come on with it. Modest at the top.
Past the top.
At the top and to the top. Jeff Hardy is crazy.
Jeff Hardy's sleepy with underwear on his head. Modest to the top.
Turn that shit up. Turn that up. So we start off the night here. First match of the evening. Doug Williams, who is the X Division champion, teams up with Brian Kendrick to take on Shannon Moore and Kazarian. So yeah, we get into this matchup here, and boy, they fuck around for a long time and do nothing.
This match is super nothing for a while.
Yeah, you're right.
They don't really do much. And the crowd is just doing weed jokes at Kendrick the whole match. My favorite part of the match was a tag team move between Kazarian and Shannon Moore, where they decided that they were going to try to end Brian Kendrick's career.
And they almost succeeded.
They fucking do a double team German suplex wheel kick combo where Brian Kendrick lands directly on top of his fucking head.
TNA.
It was nuts, dude. It was nuts. I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
And then they ran out of time. Somebody yelled Hezo, and Shannon Moore hit a blockbuster on Kendrick and won.
Dude, he hit a blockbuster that Doug Williams pulled Kendrick into. Like,
Yeah, they fucking ran out of time. They said, shit, we gotta get out of here. I hear you.
Doug Williams didn't want to take it, so he pulled Kendrick in, and he got hit with a neck breaker, and Shannon Moore gets the win. And then Shannon Moore takes out black lipstick because Doug Williams did that to him, and he goes to rub it on Kendrick's face, but it breaks, so he has to pick up the lipstick pieces off the mat and then rub it on his face. He drew X's on his face.
Backstage, Bischoff is sniffing a penis.
Dude, I wrote the same thing. I said Bischoff in his office sniffing penises.
The same thing written down.
Bischoff, he tells Hogan on the phone, who's in New York, that he will make it work tonight. Don't worry.
He was saying, oh, you're ribbing me, right? Because I'm guessing Hogan was telling him that Black Machismo is going to be running the show with him.
And Bischoff calls him Miss Tessmacher.
Is this her debut? It feels like
it, right?
He
Yeah.
said she's been employed 1 week or something, or whatever he said, something like that.
Sure. I think he said a day. Yeah,
or a day or something like that. Yeah.
I know you only been on the job 1 day. Yeah.
She's a legend, bro. Miss Tessmacher, TNA legend here.
Dude, yeah, 100%.
She might be the GOAT. Bischoff tells Tessmacher, make sure you keep fucking this guy out of my office. And Tessmacher says, who? And then in the background, just all the way out the door, man. That shit is so funny. Black Machismo is here with a tie on. Hello.
Easy, yeah, easy. There he is. Give me one. And they Wolfpack tap. He says, how you been, man? And Bischoff says, outstanding. And Leo says, well, if things go well, I'll talk to the Hulkster and you'll be the 3rd member of the Mega Powers. And Bischoff says, oh, that's awesome. And,
how's your lips? Oh, they're fine.
Oh, they're fine. So Lethal says, I got this paper here. We're going over the card. Can you get Kabuki on the phone? He's needed big time for this one anyway.
Big time is nuts.
So Bischoff takes the sheet of, takes the notepad from him, and he runs down the card that Black Machismo booked for tonight, and he says, oh, great. Nikolai and the Iron Sheik versus the Killer Bees. Ooh, yeah, that's a good one. I like
Killer Bees. Yeah.
Coco Beware versus Akeem the African Dream.
With Slick. Remember him?
With Slick. And King Kong Bundy versus the Junkyard Dog.
That 5 count's amazing. That's genius.
5 count's genius. Well, Bischoff's not really buying. He says, listen, man, you're way too valuable.
That's
to
the
be,
undercard he booked, by the way.
Yeah. You're booking the undercard. Think of something for the main event, and he says, "Oh, you wanna freak out, huh? You wanna freak out? I'm gonna come up with a main event that'll make you say, oh yeah." He said, "All right, you go, and you know what, Miss Tessmacher, you go get beer money in my office right now."
That is fucking nuts.
Dude, he plans his downfall as he walks out the door.
And he makes him book the show. Well, now it's time for the Pope Town Hall.
Oh, yes. Pope so they show before it goes to commercial. Up next, Pope is in the house, and Pope is in his gear, full gear, and then he comes out, and he is in an entirely different outfit. He's just in a suit. What happened here? How's
He's
that
pimping,
possible?
man.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
man.
I
You got no logistics of the situation here, man. Yeah.
Well, here comes the Pope, Tez says.
Yeah, here he is. He's going to get that
That's
catchphrase
awesome.
over.
Yeah, I will keep doing this.
So it's the Pope versus AJ Styles at Lockdown for the world title. He's going to come out here and try to sell this match to the fans.
He's a good promo. I don't remember really being crazy about his matches, but he was fucking pretty over with this crowd too. I'm actually surprised they never gave him at least like a month.
Yeah, especially in an era where they didn't seem to care too much about the in-ring stuff.
Yeah, right. I mean, like I imagine he was all character. He had a good look. Fucking built,
Well, maybe because the match that happens later happens, and then they go, "Oh, this is why we can't get this guy the belt."
yeah, maybe you're right.
We'll see what we'll talk about that here in a minute. But first, he of course AJ Styles is with Ric Flair at this point.
Yes, he is. He has Pope has a fucking great line here that I thought was pretty funny. He says he's talking about Flair, of course, and he says, "I'm not calling him the Nature Boy anymore. He was a boy 50 years ago. It's time to grow up."
Pope tells Styles to head down to Cape. What did he say? Cape Canaveral.
Oh, it's Cape
Cape Canaveral.
Cape Canaveral, Florida. Yes.
Where the fuck is that?
It's in Florida.
It must be a fucking, was NASA headed there?
Yeah, the Kennedy Space Center. And he said you can buy, rent, or steal the most expensive astronaut suit because Pope is going to take you to the outer limits. I said, holy shit, all right.
All right.
Well, I don't know if you guys do this or not, and this is a fact that a lot of people seem to have misunderstood about this feud here, but AJ Styles is not pimptacular. So he cannot win at Lockdown.
That's true.
You know what? Who am I to argue with that? That's a real statistic.
Not only pimptacular, James, he'll never be the hand clapping, foot tapping, pimp slapping, blinging attire, always on fire Pope that is D'Angelo De Niro.
That is fucking insane. Well, Chelsea is here now.
She is. He was done with his promo. He said, the congregation is going to declare that not only the Pope has arrived, but Pope is pimping. And Chelsea is here, who is Desmond Wolfe's. Is it his girlfriend?
It is a girl that.
It's his valet for sure.
Yeah, she's there.
For those who might not know, Desmond Wolfe is Nigel McGuinness.
Yeah, apparently Russo picked that name, Desmond Wolfe.
Is that right?
Yeah, apparently they asked him to change it when he came in because he owns the rights to Nigel McGuinness, and they
okay.
And he said he doesn't know exactly where it came from, but he said it wouldn't surprise him at all if it was Russo.
Okay, so he didn't have any say in it.
No, they just said your name's going to be Desmond Wolfe now. Well, Chelsea's here, and Pope starts rizzing her up pimptacular style, something that AJ Styles cannot fucking do. I'll tell you that.
He's not
much.
pimptacular,
and he's not going to win at Lockdown because of it.
Pope says, "That's a dime piece right there, Daddy. Look at you, little Chelsea. I can help you. What's going on here?" Chelsea says, "Well, there's one thing you can do, you big sexy hunk of chocolate."
She took a second. She said, "You big sexy hunk of chocolate."
So, I mean, I've always had everything I want in my life, money, cars, yachts, but there's one little dream I've had that I think you could help me out with. I wanted to be a hoe, and Pope's face is crazy here. I can't believe what she just said. She wants to be a hoe, and Pope says,
I can't fucking believe what she just said. She wanted to be a hoe?
Yeah, for the
show, right, Tony? Come on now.
For the Godfather.
That's for real. Let me get some of that.
Oh, Godfather's not here. Sorry.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh.
Well, Pope says, "Look here, Pope is going to have to lay his hands on you real soon, but just before we get there, let the Pope ask you a question."
You know what question he asked?
How's your lips?
He said, "Chelsea, did you pray today?"
Oh my God! What the fuck? He should have. Jesus.
Pray today.
He was sadly not ahead of his time on that one.
Nah, he wasn't. Which is probably why he didn't win the belt.
That's Hulk Hogan said he didn't pray tonight, dude. I've been telling these dudes for years, say your prayers, brother. And he just didn't do it, dude. Pope asks do you know how to drive a stick? And he looks at the crowd like it was fucking. He might as well have looked right into the camera. You know how to hold a cock? Look at the camera.
Dude, deep look. Like, what was that one YouTube series? This really early YouTube series. It was like David Blaine Street Magic.
Oh my God!
The
yes,
Cheez-Its one, Cheez-Its.
Yeah, and he would like stare like super deep into the camera. That's what he should have done. You want to suck my dick? Looks crazy into the camera.
Raise up the camera.
What the frick? What the frick?
Oh my God! Chelsea says, "Well, I can't say I know exactly, but I'm a real quick learner." And then she's like all up on his shit, and she says, "Oh, is that a gun in your pocket, or are you happy to see me?" Why would it be a gun?
That's a boner. That's my cock.
That's my dick. Looks at the camera. Holy shit! Pope says, "Oh, I'm just happy to see you. It's a boner."
It is a boner.
I'm fucking hard.
Good confirmation.
All the while, Desmond Wolfe comes in from the crowd and he's stumbles himself into the ring behind Pope to try to jump him. And Pope says, "You know what? Hold this for a second. I'll be right back." Pope turns around, lays out Desmond Wolfe, then turns back around and says, "Where were we? Oh yeah, we were right about here." He grabs her, takes her over, starts making out with her, and then drops her on the ground.
Desmond Wolfe was not informed that Pope would be bricked up when he came into the ring.
It blew him away.
He didn't know. So like, yeah, the power you hold when you're bricked up is way.
Whoa,
you're like
Nelly.
your senses are like way heightened when you're bricked up. Like, yeah, it's pretty nuts. It's flowing.
Sense of smell.
He
He
turned
smelled
around.
beans and toast.
What a crazy. So Chelsea wanted to be a hoe, and then Pope made her one.
Yeah, and then he took out some money and he stuffed it into her top as well.
Yeah, Pope makes dreams come true, man.
Thank you, Pope.
So we go to a pre-tape. Samoa Joe has been caught on tape taking a huge shit.
Inside a cardboard box, he is homeless. Shitting. Dude, talking about Saw again. This was a Saw fucking video, it looked like.
Well, you have to remember he was kidnapped
By ninjas
we saw it.
on TV. Joe says they have spoken. And he's very sweaty. They've spoken and the results will be different. He's like crying. They will be very different.
Why?
We got to get you out of here, bro.
They just couldn't let this motherfucker do a 9-minute TV match. They said, no, you have to be kidnapped by the
get an
ninjas.
angle, brother. He's
You
gotta do
have
that.
to be kidnapped by the ninjas, you idiot.
That's his goddamn fault for not being pimptacular. Ain't that goddamn right?
Well, that's, you know what, man? That's the real, you're talking, you're spitting. And he wouldn't have wanted locked out anyways. You're right.
no goddamn way.
Anyways, so Tenay and Taz are talking about this upcoming title match. And it pans out for a second, and you start hearing something come over the loudspeaker.
Yeah, the lights go down, and there's music playing.
I am simply the best, or something like that.
Yeah, right, exactly.
The best.
So you see Orlando Jordan, and honestly, the first time you see this, you probably don't know it's Orlando Jordan at first, unless you know this Tron and this music. So something is coming down from the ceiling, and it is a person that is draped in TNA Cross the Line tape.
Yeah, so he's all wrapped up in this shit, which I don't know if he was meant to look naked. I assume that's what it was. I guess he was supposed to like be like an angel coming down, but it looked like he was like uncomfortable.
Is that what the fuck that was supposed to be, an angel?
Because he was like moving his arms like he was
With
coming
sunglasses?
down. Like, yeah, like I don't know what the
Caution
fuck.
tape and sunglasses.
When he got
kind
down
of
to the
fucked up
bottom-
angel is that?
When he got
That's
to the
a real
bottom,
depiction of angels, Tony. That's
what
what
they
real
really look
angels
like.
look
that's how they
like.
really look like.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan
Read the-
knows, brother. He's seen it.
Yeah, you're right. Because he prayed today.
But it looked like he was super uncomfortable and like trying to get out of it. Like he was fighting
yeah,
for his
this
life.
shit
Like
probably sucked.
he was strapped to it by Samoa
Dude,
Joe.
I was assuming he was being a corporate puppet like Jim Carrey. I'm a corporate puppet.
Has anybody asked Orlando Jordan if he ever liked his gimmick?
It was his idea.
Was it?
Oh, you're right,
he
Tony.
was
We
trying
talked
to do
about
WWE.
this.
WWE, but they said, not today. Not today.
Why? Because they didn't sell Shop TNA tape
This
in
wasn't my
WWE.
idea, dude. We talked about this, right?
Yeah, we did talk about this.
Yeah, we had
It was funny as fuck. If you never heard us talk about this the first time,
Yeah.
you have got to
the
go
first
listen
time where he
to it.
jizzes everywhere with the lotion.
Yeah, there's a lot of fucking
Yeah.
jizz all over the place.
Take that shit to WWE, dude. I wanted to.
That is crazy, man. Yeah, so this is the Orlando. This is like the ultimate LOL TNA B-roll right here. Orlando Jordan coming
unreal.
down from the roof. What the fuck did they think this was gonna do? Like, this is so crazy.
I don't know. And the crowd, like the crowd's like, what the fuck? The comment Taz is even like, I think that's Orlando Jordan. Like, they don't even know.
With the sunglasses?
Simply the greatest.
He gets out of the fucking gimmick, too, and then he starts just rolling on the floor.
Yeah,
and
they let
biting the
Christopher
tape.
Daniels go, man. These motherfuckers do anything but let Samoa Joe and Christopher Daniels have a good team
Samoa
match.
Joe got kidnapped by ninjas and Christopher Daniels fired. They fucking have
What the
Orlando
fuck
Jordan
is
here.
going-
Val Venus beating Christopher Daniels.
So we go backstage. Tara is back here with JB.
Yeah, JB says, well, folks, I don't know what to make of that, but well,
What
you know,
the fuck was
The
that?
fuck was that?
Anyway.
DTF. What the
I
hell's
don't know
going
what the
on?
hell we just saw. All right.
He said, Tara, the knockout title's on the line, first blood match, and I feel like this match is about to be something entirely different. And Tara is pissed because Daffney took her spider,
Hit the
Not
fucking
the
spider,
spider.
man.
the poison spider.
Well, Daffney attacks Tara during this promo.
Yeah, Tara says, I'm going to make her pay. No pins, no submissions. It's only about blood, and that's okay with me. And Daffney says, me too. And she runs up and fucking attacks her.
She's doing it the whole time. You
She's
watch it.
watching.
Yeah. So then
Didn't notice her
Tara
there.
throws her on the steps and then throws her into a steel cage wall in the back.
Yes.
And we go to
I thought she
commercial
was
break.
gonna, dude. I thought she was gonna like bust her open there, and we weren't gonna get the match.
She could have.
yeah.
Damn, you're
Yeah.
right.
That would
Yeah.
have been
Yeah.
a better segment. Wow.
Bust her open, tell the ref to start it, and then call it.
You just drag her down the ring, ding, ding, ding. Oh, I win.
Yeah, that'd be
That would have been
awesome.
crazy. Wow. That
That
would
would
have
have
been
been
awesome.
sweet.
Yeah, they would have done that with Samoa Joe and took him off TV for 9 weeks.
Samoa
They
Joe
would
would
have
have
fired
lost.
him. Bobby Lashley would have come out and fired him immediately.
Feast or Fire first blood match, and they gig him in the bag.
They'd kill the spider, just stomp on him.
Orlando
They don't
Jordan beats him. DTF, DTF.
care. He just jizzes all over him.
Holy shit, man. All right, so Tara versus Daffney is first blood, knockouts title on the line.
Correct.
Daffney is just biting Tara's head. It just keep telling the ref to check the blood.
The match starts with Tara beating Daphne's ass up the ramp, and they ring the bell. It starts on the stage.
Oh, because we come back from commercial break and they're on the stage, right?
Yes, right.
Yes,
right,
yes.
right.
And they go down to the ring. Daphne's biting her head, just trying to make her bleed. Tara and Daffney fight over to the commentary table and then just make Mike Tenay's life a living hell.
Dude, he's corpsing crazy though, Jordan. He's trying
Yeah.
not to laugh as they're fucking fighting on top of him. And then Tara drags Daffney down a set of stairs by her hair backwards.
That was
Like, oh my
fucking pretty
God.
nuts. They didn't even
That was
mention
It
it.
was. That was
Yeah.
cool.
Daffney gets her and throws her into the commentary table, like the one that they're at by the
Yeah,
stage.
the platform that the table's on.
Daffney drags Tara to the ring, grabs a broom from under the ring to kick her ass, then breaks the broom on the turnbuckle post and now has a fucking shiv. Daffney tries to stab Tara in the face with the shiv, but she
Yeah,
stops
Tara's
her.
got to like fight it. Like it's legit like a vampire movie. She's holding the stake to try to stop her from being stabbed.
And Tara then hits the widow's peak. Tara grabs a toolbox, and you know, in my head, I was like, "Oh, she's gonna get like something out of this."
yeah, like a screwdriver or something,
Yeah,
right? Like
yeah,
something.
Yeah.
No, she grabs the toolbox and then just swings the fucking toolbox at her head.
As hard as possible, and she fucking annihilates Daphne's head in it. And I also think she annihilates a camera guy at ringside with it because it flies outside the ring. So referee Andrew Thomas is looking at Daphne's head and he's pointing at the top of her head. He says, "Oh my God, she's bleeding right there. It's over." They ring the bell.
It doesn't
I
even
said, what?
dude. It doesn't show it at first.
No,
I was
it
like,
doesn't, which
are they doing a first blood match and then trying to call this without seeing any blood at all?
I legit wrote all caps. Where's the blood? I want the receipts.
So yeah, it shows her up close. She has like a little. I mean, it's got to be. I've probably gotten mosquito bites with more blood on it than that, right? It's pretty.
Yeah.
I mean, she does her best to try to make it look like more because she's like,
But it
rubbing
probably,
her
I think
hand-
it probably made it worse. Like I probably would have been
Yeah.
like, you know, because she was like, it would have been very like if it was like Britt Baker style TV,
Sure.
dripping fucking just eating blood off
Yeah,
her
yeah, that's
face,
whatever. Yeah,
would have
yeah.
been fucking. Would have been the
would've been
craziest shit
awesome.
ever. Would have set the stage for this that they would have never been able to reach again. This would have.
And Daphne would have did it too, by the way.
She 100% would have, and it would have set the stage, dude. If they ever did grand opening, grand closing for this gimmick, you are never doing that again. But I guess the way they did it here with this is that you can revisit it and probably do it a little bit better the next time.
Do they?
Probably not. Backstage, AJ Styles in the Flair robe is walking to the ring as Ric Flair is being pushed in a wheelchair by Chelsea.
Despite all of, you know, Flair goes on to shit talk TNA, obviously, but I'm pretty sure
Everybody fucking
Yes, he
does.
does.
Leave TNA
But
alone.
Flair, I believe at the time said like this was like his favorite time in TNA because he got to be like a spotlighted heel.
Flair in the wheelchair is goated.
It is.
Wheelchair
was
Flair
awesome.
is funny as fuck.
Fucking hilarious.
And we'll get to see it in
Yes.
this next match here.
Yeah, whatever. Just walk away.
God,
gonna play that fucking song we paid
damn
for.
it. I understand. Well, we have AJ Styles versus Jeff Jarrett. Proving ground match. If Jarrett beats AJ Styles, then he will be the number one contender after Lockdown. It shows Flair here on the outside in the wheelchair as Chelsea pushes him to the ring.
Yeah, AJ does his entrance and then Flair gets wheeled out to the ring and he's fucking he is pantomiming the whole match too. He's awesome in the fucking wheelchair.
He looks
man.
fucking insane. Flair in the
With the
wheelchair,
glasses?
crazy stance in the wheelchair, glasses up, pointing to the ring, wide open eyes here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a nutty ass dude.
He has a walking cane that he's not using.
No, fuck that. He has Chelsea. He's good. I love the Jeff Jarrett punches, by the way. They are very specific.
Dude, I actually really like this match, by the way. I thought that Jarrett's punches are great. I think Jarrett is a great fucking babyface here, too.
Yeah, I think
he's
so.
like doing all the day one babyface stuff, but it works and the crowd loves him for it.
Yeah, Jarrett lines AJ out of the ring. He turns towards Flair and does the Fargo strut. And Flair almost gets out of the wheelchair and goes to attack him.
He starts to wheel himself to the ring.
AJ puts a figure four in and Flair rides the wheelchair up to the ring. Fucking evil intent. He's got the neck out crazy, dude. The way he's going up this ring is
He's
nuts.
so red.
And Flair reaches out with his cane to AJ, grabs it while he's in the figure four for leverage. And the
yeah.
ref breaks it up, which I thought was a fantastic spot here. Jeff Jarrett gets the figure four in instead on AJ, and then Flair tries to use his cane to hit him out of it, which I thought was very good.
Yeah, I think AJ rolled it over, right? And then Jarrett had the ropes, and Flair swiped his hands
starts to
away.
hit him with
the
it. Yeah,
cane.
get the fuck out of here.
The ref caught him. He said, "If I see you doing that again, I'm fucking throwing you out of here, bro."
And
And
he
then he
ends
threw him
up
out.
he ends up getting ejected, and Gunner of TNA Security comes in and they roll
yeah.
Flair out.
I didn't know who the other guys was, but one of them I knew was Gunner.
Yeah, fucking short-haired Gunner. So you got Jarrett fighting up out of a chin lock with AJ Styles here. Isn't that crazy?
That
Jeff
is
Jarrett
crazy.
fighting out of a chin lock from commercial from AJ Styles.
By the way,
Yeah.
during the commercial, Jarrett had AJ in a sleeper, and AJ low blowed him, and then did a house show. Jarrett also does a fucking crucifix and turns it into a sunset flip, but AJ punches him in the head to stop him. I said, "What the fuck what am I watching?"
So Jarrett, it's time for Double J's comeback, which is a back body drop, 2 lines,
Yes.
a belly to back, and a pedigree.
Then the pedigree. Yeah.
That was crazy.
He hooked the yeah, Tony was nuts. He hooked the arms, and I said, "What the fuck is he doing here?" And he does the pedigree. I said, "What?"
Styles kicks out at 2 here. Jarrett into flying nothing into AJ's standing nothing, which was pretty crazy. I'd never seen
Underhook throw.
it turned
thing,
into that, yeah. AJ gets on the apron and yells, "I'm going to kill him." Phenomenal forearm and a 2 count. Jarrett with the Alabama Jamma.
Dude, yeah, fucking Alabama Slam counter when AJ was going for the Styles Clash. That was sweet.
Yeah, double down. That's cool. Ref starts a 10 count, but Flair distracts him by wooing in a wheelchair on the outside.
Flair, yeah, the ref is doing the 10 count. And he's staring out past the camera. I said, "What the fuck is he looking at?" And the camera cuts, and it's very red Ric Flair screaming at the ring. And Brian Hebner's like, "What the fuck are you doing out here, man? Get the fuck out of here." And Flair's argument back is, "Woo! Woo! Woo!" And then Jarrett ends up throwing AJ into the ropes. The referee dies, fucking falls off the apron, almost bashes his head on the ramp. Jarrett launches AJ into the ring post. They're on the second, stroke off the second rope.
That was awesome.
There's no fucking referee. It was awesome. No ref, though.
Yeah, Jarrett actually pins AJ for a record 9 count. Bischoff slides in from the crowd with a guitar and waits for Jarrett to turn around.
Forever.
Yeah, because Jarrett knows he's there. He can smell him in the ring. He's bricked up.
Beans and toast.
Jarrett blocks it and grabs it, and he's about to hit Eric with the guitar, but Style low blows him.
He low blows him, and then his hand starts bleeding unbelievably.
Fucking crazy amount of blood. It was unreal.
His cock just destroyed his head.
So AJ low blows him, and I guess his fucking knuckle caught the tuner of the guitar and
Yeah, I think
fucking
so.
gashed his fucking finger crazy, like between his knuckle. So his hand is just gushing blood off the low blow, and then he hits the Styles Clash. And the ref Bischoff picks up the ref, slaps him, throws him in the ring. I don't know why he had to slap him, but he slapped him in the face, throws him in the ring. 1, 2, 3.
I imagine we get backstage and AJ says, "Why were you not holding the guitar over your head?"
You knew the low blow was coming.
Yeah, that's crazy. So we go backstage. Jeff Hardy, Eric Young, and Rob Van Dam are here with JB.
This is so fucked up.
Most fucked up
RVD
group of
won't stop
guys.
fucking taunt spamming. Jeff Hardy's in another world. Eric Young's the only one trying to hold it together here.
Yeah, JB's here, and he goes over here with Jeff Hardy and Eric Young and Rob Van Dam. And then Hardy and RVD do their taunts at the same time, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, Eric Young's got nothing to do. He's just trying to fucking put the angle over.
Yeah, Young says Nash is cool. I don't know why he's being like this. You know what I mean?
He's been a dick.
You know, I'm in the business for the right reasons. Nash obviously is not in the fucking business for the right reasons.
Yeah, he's in the business for money. Fucking idiot.
Yeah, and RVD says, once you made it to the top, you know, me and Jeff Hardy, we know. Me and Jeff over here, we know. We got to fight harder than ever to preserve it. And RVD says, they disrespected you, EY. We got your back. Hey, Jeff, hot tag, brother.
You got some words. Hot tag. Jeff says they keep their boots on my head when I'm climbing the ladder to success, and they didn't care when I was climbing to hit the Swanton, but now I'm climbing to
What are you
main event of pay-per-view. And why? Because they can't shine my boots. And RVD gets right up to the camera and says, now get your shine box, boys. Eric says, look at your two partners and look at my partners, and you answer this. Who traded up? RVD's taunt spamming still.
You're both moving laterally. I'm gonna tell you.
You were step on my head. Step on my head when I was going for the Swanton. Now you want to climb on my head.
Y'all are moving laterally. At the top. Come on, yeah.
To the top.
Yeah, come on.
Past the top is what I'm saying, bro.
So we go backstage. Black Machismo meets with Bischoff to talk about his main event he came out with tonight.
You know, I would call this Snake Man or Coco Beware, but I don't trust those guys. Oh, hey, Eric, don't go past me. Where you going there? Bischoff is not trying to fucking talk to him at all. And Jay Lethal says, oh, I got the perfect main event. Brutus, the Barber Beefcake versus the Model. Come on, nobody thinking I got it. Bischoff says, listen, man, there's only one real main event in this building tonight. And Jay Lethal gets really excited. He says, oh, Jimmy Snuka, give me his number.
He says you found Jimmy Snuka, which is a crazy way to address that.
You found him?
That's crazy. Wow. I didn't even think
Give me
about
his
it.
number. He's in the building.
That's the way to address that. I hear you though.
Bischoff says, listen, there's only one true main eventer, and it's you. Lethal says, oh, you said it first. I was thinking that, but, they're playing your music right now. They're going to be playing your music any minute, man. You got to go. He's like, well, who am I facing? He's like, don't worry about that. You got to go. You're the fucking Black Machismo. You got this, man. Get out there. So Jay Lethal has a match now, and what do you know? It's Jay Lethal against Beer Money. Both of them. Both members of Beer Money.
So yeah, they beat the shit out of Jay Lethal here, 2-on-1. Lethal starts fighting back, but Beer Money hits an assisted spin out Uranagi.
That was sweet.
Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, Storm actually thinks it's over after that.
Yeah, it should have been.
Yeah, and he goes to grab a beer to take a drink, and when he does, Lethal rolls up Rude, and he actually beats them 2-on-1.
That was so fun. I was like, wow, that's great. That's like a perfect finish for this.
And Bischoff is watching this on his Dell computer somehow in his office. And he is pissed. All right, so let's talk about this match. Desmond Wolfe and the Pope.
What is there to talk about?
Well, first off, I'd like to say I wish Nigel came to TNA with the fucking ROH chair because this is pissing me off looking at it.
Dude, Bald Nigel, I fucking can't stand Bald Nigel.
Why did you? What happened to the hair? What did they say? Fucking cut the hair?
Dude,
I would have
listen,
been like, grow it longer.
yeah, man, right? Yeah, spike it up even more. God damn.
Yeah,
and he comes out during his entrance with like, I feel like they told him you gotta show more expression. So he comes out with like the most, like he just smelled the
making
shittiest
faces.
ass ever.
He's a face guy now, yeah.
What the fuck, man?
Desmond Wolfe's gimmick is he makes crazy faces and he likes soccer, I think.
I think.
Pope comes out and, of course, the Pope's bucks fall from the sky here. He's got money coming everywhere. It's weird. Pope is like he's over.
Yes.
But no one wants to see him wrestle.
Because he's not very fun to watch wrestle.
It's like historically silent in the Impact Zone right now.
Yeah, I mean you could hear a fucking fart from Samoa Joe's ass.
And I don't know if everybody from TNA I don't think everyone that was a TNA head has quit TNA just yet. Like obviously the Impact Zone still has people in it. It's not, we're only a few months into the Hogan thing. It is, I mean, you literally can hear the hairdryer going off.
You're right. I wasn't unfamiliar for that to happen either, James, because I feel like Mr. Anderson was exactly the same way. He was a guy that was over that they didn't care about seeing wrestle. And this is a prime example because this is fucking nothing, man.
Yeah, Chelsea up on the apron distracts Earl Hebner, who is, okay, so they told Earl to get distracted by Chelsea, so he decided that he was going to get the most distracted any referee has ever been distracted ever.
He was going to fuck the shit out of her.
He is like down on all fours, it seems like at some points. Yeah, Wolfe style.
Yeah, Chelsea's like lifting her dress up, and Earl's fucking. If Earl had a Twitter, he would have been going crazy at this time over Chelsea.
200%. Yeah. Desmond Wolfe uses a chain, and then he beats the #1 contender for the belt in a randomly made same night match that no one asked for.
And no one will remember, so I guess maybe it didn't matter, but it's still like, why the fuck? Why?
All right, so Kurt Angle Town Hall. Speaking of Kurt Angle.
So the cage is set up. We're all ready for the main event. Kurt Angle's music hits, and he's in a suit, and he comes up from the ground, and he's very stoic, and it made me laugh.
The first thing I noticed, I don't know about you guys, the first thing I fucking noticed here.
His eyes.
Is this big-ass dog tag.
Dude, it is gigantic.
So Kurt Angle is here to talk about Ken Anderson and how Anderson. Ken Anderson has said that he is just as good as Kurt Angle. Well, Kurt Angle reminds Kurt Anderson that he's a freaking Olympic gold medalist and he has the backing of 500 troops in the U.S. Navy SEALs.
You disrespect the troops and I'll fucking kill you in
see
lockdown.
This dog tag? These are from the very same troops that see Sting versus Vampiro Human Torch match every day of their goddamn lives. Well, Ken Anderson comes out and says, this feud has been 50-50. The booking has just been 50-50. It can't be this anymore. Anderson says, before lockdown, we are going to have another fucking match.
Yes.
It's going to be a ladder match. The ladder match will have a key that will open up the steel cage at lockdown.
Why?
So someone has key cheese?
Okay, you get because Kurt says the only way to win is to leave the cage. So that's the step for this match. So the winner of the ladder match gets the key to open the door. Who fucking cares?
Well, Ken Anderson, asshole. Ken Anderson says, Kurt Angle, you're a better guy, but guess what, buddy? Nice guys finish last.
Yes, of course. He's may the best man win, and you're the better man will not win because Kurt, you're the better man, and as James said, nice guys always finish last. And thank God, I'm an asshole. It zooms in on Kurt's emotionless face with his bloodshot eyes.
Dog tag from the Human Torch match.
Suit.
Human Torch watcher.
Unbelievable, man.
Yeah, the band come out here and make their entrance. Kurt Angle walks up the ramp and he looks at Kevin Nash and they too sweet.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Main event mafia for life.
I guess so. M.E.M.
So now it's time for the main event. The band versus Eric Young, Jeff Hardy, and Rob Van Dam.
The Nash, Hall, and Six are out here. Six is crotch chopping on the ramp in a Bubba Army shirt. Anyway, Rob Van Dam.
Yeah.
Van Terminator.
What a beast. He's in
awesome.
great shape. He looks awesome here.
He does look awesome. And here's Jeff Hardy with underwear on his fucking face.
Crazy face paint.
Vader style.
Spitting up water on his shirt. He's not even like spitting it out. He's just dribbling water down his
seizure.
So Eric Young's out here. He rushes the cage, but Six Pac slams the door in his face, and the band comes out and starts beating the shit out of him outside the cage.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Eric Young expected. The band was standing right at the door. He runs at it, and then it gets smashed into his head. Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry. He's teaming with RVD and Jeff Hardy. There's a lot going through his head right now.
Dude, well, speaking of that, fucking Six Pac hits a spin kick that I swear gives RVD a fucking concussion. He kicks him right in his head. RVD drops like a sack of shit, and Six drops down, and you can see he's checking on him to make sure he didn't kill him.
Oh, fuck.
So the band gets RVD and Jeff Hardy in the cage, and then Six Pac locks the door, and now they're beating him down 3-on-2. So Six Pac goes for a Rana. Jeff Hardy stuffs him with a powerbomb beast style.
That was awesome.
Straight into the floor.
That was a receipt for RVD.
RVD and Hardy start somehow beating up the band 2-on-3.
2-on-3. Yeah, RVD does the rolling thunder to 6, and Jeff does the leg drop to the balls, like in unison.
RVD climbs up as EY is climbing the outside of the cage to get in here. EY gets
Six is
to the
trying to stop
top.
him.
Yeah, EY gets to the top of the cage. 6-Pac cuts him off. RVD has 6-Pac now as he's climbed up and he has a hold of 6-Pac, and he literally just grabs him and then chucks him at the fucking floor.
2K23 animation.
Yeah, just get the fuck off the cage.
It just throws him back. Now all three of the band are out on the ground.
This is the 3 most gnarliest moves. The band asked for more money when they went backstage after this one. So
Dixie got held up.
RVD hits a gnarly fucking 5-star on Scott Hall, and I'm pretty sure he hit a 6-Pac with it too.
Yeah, he definitely was trying to fucking hurt somebody. It was a receipt.
And Jeff Hardy hits a swanton right on Kevin Nash's head. He hits
Dude,
it right
that
on
is
his
so
fucking head.
fucked up. That's the most fucked up swanton ever. Right on Kevin Nash's nose.
Right on
This is
his fucking
disgusting.
head.
Do you think they didn't know, like, who? Because they were all like laying kind of sprawled out. They weren't really in anywhere perfect. Like, do you think they got confused on who they were supposed to hit, so they just went?
Well, RVD had to jump over 6-Pac to get to Scott Hall. They didn't think about that at all when they set this up.
Jeff Hardy was just fucked up.
Jeff Hardy just said, "Here we go." EY is at the top of the cage and he fucking jumps off and hits an elbow drop off the top of the cage to 6-Pac. Huge
That was
TNA
awesome.
chance. Finally, this
crazy
place
elbow,
is
yeah.
fucking, they're going nuts, man. This is awesome.
That was fucking awesome.
And EY, Hardy, and RVD win.
Yeah, EY and Jeff pinned 6 and RVD pins Scott Hall.
What is
And
going
somehow
on?
Eric Young is bleeding, by the way. I'm not sure why.
He probably hit a guitar by accident. Sorry.
He tried to low blow the cage.
So backstage, because that's not the end here.
No, yeah, Tenay on commentary, there's like, you know, the boys are fucking celebrating. Tenay says, oh, Christy Hemme is standing by with the Monster Abyss, and he's going to reveal his first teammate for Team Hogan at Lethal Lockdown.
Fucking red and yellow abyss is backstage with Christy Hemme.
With
Let me
the
tell you
ring.
something, Christy.
As a captain of Team Hogan, dude. What the fuck?
He's got his little ring on.
Yeah, he's representing Hulkamania and all the Hulkamaniacs, and he's just bouncing on it. He's just bouncing
Dude,
on
it's unreal, bro.
He's fucking
look at
twirling
him.
on
Just
it.
shaboing boing all in his mouth.
He said he'll do anything to ensure that total annihilation of Team Flair, especially its Captain Sting. You know, one time you mentored me and you carried me through some of the toughest times of my life, like when my dad shot my mom and then I shot
then
my
I
dad.
shot her, and then everyone else shot her, and then we never talked about it again. And then we had that
And my
shitty last rights match.
Yeah, my brother died. I killed him and sent him to heaven.
Well, where's my dad, James Mitchell? Or maybe he's not.
I always like the last rights match where you send your opponent to heaven.
That's very nice of you.
He says there's going to be 3 other members of Team Hogan, and those 3 chosen warriors must be hungry. And I've made my selection for the 2nd member of Team Hogan, and I talked to the Hulkster, and he's given me his approval. And Christy Hemme says, oh, who is it? Who is it? And Jeff Jarrett comes in. He says, oh, Christy, isn't this business crazy? And
Keep playing.
Jeff Jarrett
Christy, keep Jeff Hardy's music on. I got a hell of a promo to cut. Keep that fucking music running.
modest.
Dude, it's all gone. Let me hear it. Impact Zone. Come on with it.
Jarrett says, now that the Hulkster has my respect, I'm proud to be on his team in Flair. You want to get involved in my matches? Well, I'm going to start getting involved in yours at Lockdown. And I'm going to, April 18th, I'm
Modest
blowing it all off
to
in
the
St.
top.
Louis.
Come on, everybody. Modest
And,
at the top. Come on.
Jeff is moonsaulted off the cage at this point.
Come on.
Abyss says, your move, Nature Boy. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when the Monster Abyss, Jeff Jarrett, and Team Hogan run wild on you? And he does the point, and I fucking hate this.
What a great segment.